My name is Jasmine. In today's video, I'm making a part 2 of my turning my Monster High cosplays into cartoons video that I made a while back. I've since cosplayed a few more Monster High characters, so I just wanted to continue the tradition. So if that sounds interesting, keep watching the video. Okay, so starting with the video, we have Frankie Stein. This is a cosplay that I did quite a while back. I think I did this one last year, and the first draft that I had of this, I thought her body was a bit too stiff for my liking, so I did end up changing her position a bit. And I thought it would be really funny to have her holding her arm, because in the show she was always losing her limbs because her stitching was coming undone. But also when I was a kid and I would play with my dolls, I would detach their limbs and mix and match them, putting different limbs on different dolls. So they were all kind of like my Frankenstein projects. So I thought that would just be really cute for her. I really like this design and this cosplay. I think that all of the details came together fairly well. I wanted this look to be very preppy, but at the same time harken back to all her stitching, which is why I do have all of the ripped up tights things on her legs to call back to all of the linear patterns that she has in her design. The hair was very something that I struggled with when I was doing this drawing. Fun fact, the hair that I used for this was actually a wig and fake cobwebs to make the black and white effect. So for the background, I just called back to her stitching, and I just have like thread going through everything with some stitches in it, and I have her name within the thread. I found it a bit hard to work that in, but I like the final product. Next we have C.A. Cupid, who is also from Ever After High, which I've never watched Ever After High, but I remember her from Monster High. This cosplay was one that I did really quickly. I just got the urge to dress up as someone, and I had just cut this red, almost more of like a pink and white wig that I had, and it kind of reminded me of Cupid, so I dressed up as her. And I really enjoyed this one, even though I kind of hated how the makeup came out. It just wasn't working. I couldn't get it to work how I wanted it to, but for the drawing itself, her outfit is a lot more toned down version of what she actually wears. And I kind of struggled with making her skin and doing the shading because she is very pale, and every time that I tried something, it just came off really, I feel like, ashy and gray and dull. But I think I got it to a place where I ended up liking it. So for the background, I really did struggle as well because I could not decide what I wanted to do with it. I liked the lightness because I feel like I associate her with like light colors and pastels, even though I have some more like saturated colors in my actual cosplay. But I ended up deciding to go for a white background with these heart wings that I created on a separate document, just to harken back to the fact that she does have wings, and I wrote her name in, and this is the final product. Torlight Stripe. This one is by far my favorite cosplay in this video because it just is really cute. It's probably the one that looks the least like the character, but you basically just have to like imagine Torlight if she's a rave girl, because I ended up wearing this cosplay to a rave, and I just have such fond memories of that night because it was so fun. I met so many cool people, and I was wearing this outfit. I also just think it was really cute, and it was really fun to put together. I made the dress myself, and the tights and the leg warmers, and basically every aspect of this. I even made the tail out of some random fur that I had. So I did struggle with this drawing a bit. I think just really kind of burns out because I was drawing all of these at the same time. So I took a lot of time away from all of them, with this one in particular, and it took me forever to get to the coloring, but as I added the colors into her, it kind of reinvigorated me to finish the product. and I'm really glad that I did because I do enjoy how it came out. Torali's body is also obviously really different than what she looks like in the show because I wanted to make it a point to have my body's a bit more diverse than I had in the first video because that was something that I wanted to do but kind of forgot about. So for the background, I also made it on a separate document. It's a lot, but I feel like it works, and this is the final product. Okay, so to conclude the video, we have Caddy Noir, and I was taking inspiration for her body, at least, from her third generation version, because I think that the plus size Caddy just looks so cute. So I wanted to make her plus size, but also try to imagine her if she was a Gyaru, because I don't know, I just had that idea. And I'm not sure how well I executed it, but I tried to look up a bit of inspiration, but also tie it back into what I actually wore in my cosplay. And so this is what I ended up coming up with. It was actually pretty fun doing this design because it was just a bunch of like intricate line work, and I enjoyed it. But there's other parts of this that I did not enjoy. The coloring, for example. It was so hard trying to find a whole bunch of different shades of pink that looked good together, and I ended up taking the most time with that. It was really hard. Also, because she is black, it was really hard to try to add depth to her. I didn't do shadows like I did for the rest of the drawings. I decided to do highlights instead. So I'm not sure how well that turned out. For the background, I just made it very glittery, very sparkly, because I feel like that's very her. And when I added her name, I wanted to make it like an autograph because she is a famous singer. So this is the final product. So that's the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I totally enjoyed making this. It was so fun, and I absolutely adore how all of the different products came out. Here are the characters all together in the Monster High Hall just to see how they would look in the environment. I think that it's really cute. Let me know what your favorite one was down below, and let me know if I should make another part of this when I do some more Monster High cosplays inevitably.